Life Stories.
My Song in Chicago. Act 3, The Long Quiet After the Applause. This video is Act 3 of the full story. If you haven't watched the previous act yet, we recommend starting with the earlier video available in the Easy English Life Stories playlist on our channel. Before we begin the story, let's first go over the key words that appear in it. Applause. The sound people make when they clap their hands to say good job. Matter. To be important. Tight. Feeling squeezed or uncomfortable in the body or chest. Responsibility. Something you must take care of or think about seriously. Application. A paper or online form you send to ask to join a school or program. Submit. To send something officially, like a form or paper. All right, let's begin the story.
When the show ended, I thought I would feel proud. I thought I would feel light. I thought I would feel finished. People clapped. Some people stood up. Teachers smiled. My name was called more than once. For a few minutes, I felt warm inside. Then the lights went out. The next day, the gym was empty again. The chairs were stacked. The stage pieces were gone. The piano was closed. It felt strange to walk past that room and hear nothing. At school, life moved fast. Oliver talked about sports again. People talked about tests and homework. Some kids talked about parties. No one talked about the show. I tried to talk about it once. I said, "Do you remember the song at the end?" Someone said, "Oh yeah," and then changed the subject. That was when I understood something. The show mattered a lot to me. It did not matter that much to anyone else. I told myself this was normal. I told myself that shows end. I told myself that this was how life worked. But something inside me did not agree. Every afternoon I walked home slowly. I did not hurry. At home, I put my bag down and sat on my bed. I told myself I would rest. I told myself I would not sing. I lasted 10 minutes. Sometimes I sang very softly. Sometimes I sang in my head. When I did not sing, my body felt wrong. My chest felt tight. My hands felt nervous. I did not like that feeling. I tried to stop singing on purpose. I told myself I needed a break. One night, I sat in my room with the light off. I stayed quiet. I waited. The feeling did not go away. I stood up and sang into my pillow. When I finished, my body felt calm again. That scared me. I did not want singing to be something I needed. I wanted it to be something I chose. At the workshop, things felt different. Before the show, I always knew what we were working toward. There was a date. There was a goal. Now there was nothing. I still came early. I still stayed late. Some kids stopped coming. They said they were busy. They said they wanted to try other things. I understood them. Without a goal, practice felt heavy. Diane watched me more closely. She did not stop me to fix small things. She watched my face when I sang. One evening, she stopped the class early. She asked the others to leave. I stayed behind. The room felt big and quiet. "You are still working like you are preparing for something," she said. "I do not know how to stop," I said. She nodded. "That tells me a lot," she said. She did not smile. She did not look excited. She looked careful. "There are schools in Chicago," she said, "that train students who work the way you do." She said it slowly. She did not say it like a promise. She said it like a fact. The word Chicago stayed in the air. I did not say anything. I felt my stomach turn. Chicago felt far away. Chicago felt expensive. Chicago felt serious. That night I walked home without singing. I thought about what she said. I thought about what it would mean if this was not just a hobby. I thought about my mom. When I got home, she was tired. She was sitting at the table with her shoes off. I opened my mouth. I closed it again. I was not ready to say anything. Over the next weeks, the idea stayed with me. I tried to push it away. I told myself I was too young. I told myself we did not have money. I told myself that lots of people sing. But the idea did not leave. It followed me at school. It followed me at work. It followed me when I practiced. Every time I sang, I thought about it. One night, I finally told my mom. She was folding laundry. I stood in the doorway. "There is something I need to tell you," I said. She kept folding. "There is a school," I said, "in Chicago." She stopped. She looked at me. She did not smile. She did not get angry. She waited. "They train musical actors," I said. "People who sing and act." She sat down. "That sounds far," she said. "I know," I said. She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "Dreams like that are not gentle." I did not understand at first. Then I did. She did not say no. She did not say yes. She said it would be hard. That night, I lay in bed and stared at the ceiling. I thought about how tired she looked. I thought about money. I thought about what would happen if I failed. For the first time, singing felt heavy. Not because it was hard, because it mattered. A few days later, Diane gave me papers. "These are information pages," she said. "Just read them." I took them home. I did not open them right away. When I did, my hands shook. The words looked official. Deadlines. Requirements. Auditions. This was real. I did not know if I wanted it. I did not know if I could handle it. For weeks, I did nothing. I practiced, but I did not apply. I told myself I was thinking. Really, I was afraid. I was afraid of wanting something too much. I was afraid of failing. One evening, my mom asked, "Are you going to try?" I said, "I do not know." She nodded. That answer did not make her angry. It made her quiet. That was worse. The next day, I started the application. Just the first page. Name, age, school. That part was easy. Then I reached the questions. Why do you want to study musical theater? I stared at the screen. I wrote something simple. I love singing. I deleted it. That was not enough. I wrote something longer. I want to perform on stage. I deleted it. That was not true either. Days passed. I wrote and erased. I tried to sound strong. I tried to sound confident. Everything sounded fake. One night, I closed my laptop and cried. I felt stupid. Why was this so hard? I knew how to sing. I knew how to work. Why could I not explain myself? The next morning, I tried again. I stopped trying to sound impressive. I wrote what scared me. I wrote that when I do not sing, I feel lost. I wrote that singing makes me feel like myself. I stopped. My hands were shaking. I left it there. The next question asked about goals. I did not write about fame. I did not write about success. I wrote that I wanted to learn how to tell stories honestly. When I finished the written part, I felt tired. But I felt clearer. This was not about being special. It was about being real. At the bottom of the page was the final button. Submit. I did not press it yet. I read everything again. I thought about my mom. I thought about Diane. I thought about the quiet after the applause. Then I pressed submit. The page changed. The application was gone. Nothing happened. I sat there for a long time. I did not know what would come next. I only knew that I had stopped running. And that was the first real step forward.
The story continues in Act 4 in the next video.
Thank you for spending your time with this story. If this story stayed with you, please like the video and subscribe for more narrated life stories.